Day 12 of 40 Days to Make Your Money Count. Tipping point. Capital as such is not evil. It is the wrong use that is evil. Capital in some form or other will always be needed. Gandhi. Several years ago, I was the classic example of a wealthy American who was always worried about getting more and keeping what I had. I devoted my life to being a successful businessman, and I made a lot of money, but I felt strangely empty. One summer, I went with my son Brandon and our church on a mission trip to Haiti. It was a short-term mission trip to build a church there. One morning, I was on the roof of that little church, cleaning the worksite with some friends, and a few little Haitian boys had joined us to help us do the work. One of the boys came up to me and quietly said something in Creole. I couldn't understand him, but he kept saying the same thing and pointing to my fanny pack. I yelled to a friend, "Hey, Steve, what's this little boy saying to me?" Steve walked over, and he'd been on many of these trips to Haiti. He knew the language. He knelt down with his face to the little fella so he could hear him. He wasn't very loud, didn't have a lot of energy. Then Steve turned to me with a pained expression and said, "He's hungry, Jim. He wants you to give him the crackers you have in your fanny pack." That moment on the roof, that morning, that was a tipping point for me. I'd made plenty of money, but my life was empty. Here was a human being with desperate needs that I could easily meet. I'd lived my life with me in the center on the throne and in neon lights on billboards. But now I saw that God had given me resources that I could use to touch people's lives. It was only a pack of crackers, but it was something I had that could make a difference. And I handed my crackers to that hungry little guy that day, and I knew my life would never be the same. The size of my portfolio can easily be measured, and I was happy to brag about it. A couple weeks in Haiti made me realize that no amount of money could fill the spiritual void in my life. Years later, as I reflect on these words, I'm impacted with the same deep sense of urgency and tension as I had that day when my thinking changed. Hi, I'm Jim Munchback, your host. Welcome to our podcast. 40 Days to Make Your Money Count is sponsored by Family Wealth Builder of Houston. To learn more about our investment management and financial planning services, visit FamilyWealthBuilder.com. I'll open every episode with a quick quote, and in every episode, we'll highlight a couple of short excerpts from Make Your Money Count, connecting your resources to what matters most. Read by professional narrator Rick Stallman. The Kindle version of Make Your Money Count is available at Amazon. If you're like me and millions of people who love to read with sound, Make Your Money Count at audible.com. We'll also insert an inspirational song from one of my favorite Christian artists. At the end of the show, I'll share a special offer for anyone who wants to take their wealth management to the next level. So stick around. You won't want to miss this special limited offer from Family Wealth Builder of Houston. Again, thanks for subscribing to Family Wealth Builder in iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and everywhere podcasts are played.
Opposites attract, and sometimes explode. We not only bring our memories of money into our own adulthoods, our spouses bring theirs too. Psychologists tell us that most of us were attracted to characteristics in our mates that are opposite of ours. But they also tell us that in marriage counseling, the four major areas of conflict are money, sex, children, and in-laws. Different perceptions about money can cause some of the biggest explosions in marriage. My friend Kyle grew up in a strong, healthy home. His dad taught him the value of working hard and managing money. A few years ago, Kyle fell in love with Stephanie, but soon after they got back from the honeymoon, sparks started flying. Stephanie's parents were wealthy, and they gave her everything she wanted. She never had to work, and she never kept track of the money she spent. You can imagine the friction in her relationship with Kyle. He came home each day having labored to provide for them, and he carefully managed his income. But Stephanie spent their money faster than he could earn it. When he tried to talk to her about it, she often exploded. "You don't love me. If you did, you wouldn't pressure me about the things I want to buy. When I graduated from college and got a job as a mechanic, Connie and I had some of our most intense arguments over money. Out of every paycheck, I spent about $200 on new tools. She thought I was crazy to spend that much money, but I explained that the tools were crucial to my career. Even though I wasn't making much money, I put a little of our income in savings each pay period. She shook her head and told me, "We can't afford that." I also bought a life insurance policy that had guaranteed cash value, but Connie thought I'd lost my mind. At the time, neither of us had a clue about why we were so intense about our perceptions and demands. But looking back 20 years later, with the benefit of some hard-earned insight, we can see that our conflicts erupted because we had unknowingly dragged memories and perceptions about money from our past into our marriage. The mixture proved combustible. As I've learned from many conversations with couples, Connie and I are the norm, not the exception. Let me identify a few contrasts I've noticed in couples. One is free spending, the other lives on a budget. One invests time and money in business, the other wants to spend money on creating family memories. One is ambitious to advance in a career and is willing to move anywhere for the next promotion. The other longs for stability and rich long-term relationships. One is generous, the other resents giving any money away. One is cautious and analytical, the other is impulsive. One feels exhilarated by taking risks. Risks threaten the other. One wants to impart responsibility to the children. The other spoils them. One is dominating and demanding. The other is passive and compliant. If you think that's the ideal situation, you're either the one who wants to dominate, or you don't realize that passive people can still be furious under the surface. When Connie and I began to realize that many of our arguments were the product of intense convictions based on past hurts and hopes, we were able to be more objective about ourselves and each other, to give a little more grace and understanding, and to look for common ground instead of demanding our own way. Insight about the past has been a huge help for the present.
Don't remember when it happened, but it did. My trust went out the window, patience took a trip. Now it's coming to a head, can't take back the things I said. Just wish that I could flip it like a switch. Oh. Sometimes like a pill, my fault, too hard to swallow. Sometimes like a petty thief, I forget to count the cost. You love me just the same, don't play a losing game. You helped me find the better man I lost. It feels so new to me. It's getting through to me that you're on my side. All our days run dry, baby. You won't ever stop your rock on shifting ground. I'm one step closer to believing you when you say it's alright. Come around, I'm still on your side tonight. Oh, I'm really getting tired of swinging another, growing weary of warring with a foe that I can see. I've been missing out on all that could be found, was swinging at the foe inside of me. Now we're on to something. Just keep on telling me that you'll be on my side. That all our days run dry, baby. You won't ever stop your rock on shifting ground. I'm one step closer to believing you when you say it's alright. Come around, I'm still on your side tonight. I made a mess of the best of this, so I apologize. Won't strike with thunder, the can't be we're under. I'll get it right no matter how many tries. try to set aside the weapons and the lies. The best is yet to come, been inside us all along. Say Lord and that old friend we left behind. And I'm one step closer to believing in you when you say it's alright. 'Cause you'll be on my side till all our days run dry, baby. You won't ever stop your rock will shift and crown. I'm one step closer to believing you when you say it's alright. Come around, I'm still on your side tonight. Oh, on your side tonight. Oh.
Hey everyone, Jim Munchback here from Family Wealth Builder of Houston. I sure hope you're enjoying 40 Days to Make Your Money Count. It's our first season here at podcasthouston.com, and this is our first series, 100% Made in Texas. By the way, quick shout out to my friend Micah Peacock. Micah was the generous provider of the awesome songs we've included in each episode. You can learn more about Micah and download his music in iTunes. Just search for Micah Peacock. I sure could use a little help. If you have just a few seconds, please visit FamilyWealthVideo.com. I set up a website to take you to our new YouTube channel. Simply by subscribing in the YouTube channel, you'll be entering to win our year-long giveaway. It's something we've never done before. It's our $2,500 premium financial planning package for individual investors, families, or business owners. Over the next several days, I'll be telling you more about this special offer. But for now, if you're already listening to the podcast or watching our videos or reading our blog, it would mean a lot to our team if you would be so kind as to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, it's super easy to find. Just click on FamilyWealthVideo.com. No spaces, just FamilyWealthVideo.com. I can't wait to tell you about the upcoming episodes and our next series. Please help us get the word out by liking us on Facebook. Just go to Facebook and search Family Wealth Builder and like our page. And you'll be entering to win on Facebook and on YouTube, either one. If you subscribe in YouTube or like our page on Facebook, you will be entering the drawing to win the $2,500 financial planning package. So please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by going to FamilyWealthVideo.com today. Thanks for listening to podcasthouston.com. Thanks for liking our Facebook page at Family Wealth Builder of Houston. Thanks for subscribing to our podcast in iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and anywhere podcasts are played. And thanks for signing up for our newsletter at FamilyWealthBuilder.com. Until next time, be blessed and make this the best day.